Welcome to MouldofSteel. This is Jessica. We are a thriving YouTube channel dedicated to all types of gig work from DoorDash, Instacart, Shipped, and Uber Eats. So whether you're a seasoned gig worker or just starting out, join us on our journey and let's get out there and hustle together. So let's go ahead and our first order, it's $12.38 from Myers. This was an amazing order. So we ended up getting 4 items, and it was a toner, it was sticker paper, a Lunchable, and then a random Panera mac and cheese. So different ends of the store. So what's really funny about this is I have been to this location before, so I knew right where the toner was. Haven't bought toner in a very long time, but all the way to the back of the store we go. But again, 4 items, and where it was less than 2 miles. It was really close, so totally my kind of order. And you know, the trick to this is just making sure you watch closely with those numbers with the toner. They all have their own individual cartridge number, and obviously cartridges all don't interchange, so it's really important to make sure you get the right one. Now when I got to the paper section, I was kind of like, wait a minute, where is the... Wait a minute, I had to remember that maybe the end cap... Yes, it was. Right there on top, sticker paper. If you've never used sticker paper, it is a ton of fun. One of the things we did when we first started out was we actually created stickers that we could put on our DoorDash saying, thank you so much, don't forget to rate our service. And we just bought sticker paper, and then we could just boop right on the outside of the package. Checking out at Myers, super easy. Now, a tip for you guys, when I went to scan the second to last item, my hand crossed over. And so it almost looked confusing because I had my phone in one hand and the item in the other. And so the lady said that's why the system detected like, ooh, are they stealing something or what's going on? And when we watched the playback, just like football, right? XOs found the right play. We realized that I had crossed my hands, so not a big deal. So delivering to this one, super fast, super easy. And like I said, it was less than 2 miles away from the store location. I love it when apartments actually ping to the right location. Always makes it easier. We're up to 12:33 or 12:38. I am so sorry. So let's go ahead and find our next order. We were at the start of this, and after spring break last week, we were a little worried. Are orders coming back? Are they not? And sure enough, we were able to get a pick and save order, and not just 1, but 2. Now, when you're shopping for more than one person at a time, it always comes with its own challenges. I always try and keep them where they're within an equal kind of number. I mean, I get so worried when it's a huge batch. Although maybe one of these times is a challenge. Maybe we'll see. We just take a huge order or 2 double huge orders. It could be kind of fun. But with this one, I really try and focus on those go in the black bag are, you know, for one customer. The items that go in outside of that bag are for the other customer. They were pretty equal. One of the tricks that I always do is before I start shopping when I get into the store, I take a look and see what are the items, how do they look, you know, are these things I'm familiar with, and if not, I might take a moment to just kind of get myself organized and then hit start. Super easy to do, picking and packing for more than one person. You know, at the very end when I check out, I always go through my lists again really quick because I just want to make sure that I pack it up and take it to the correct person. Now, shopping for produce can be a little crazy. My couple of things that I'll share with you that I would encourage you to try is 1, if items are in season, shop then. Obviously, when it's in season, they taste better, they're less expensive. But the first thing to do is always inspect the produce. Before you put it in your cart, double check for bruises or soft spots. Raspberries, strawberries, always look for mold or decay. And make sure the produce feels like it is correct for its size. Sometimes, now I don't do this when I'm shopping for people, but if you're shopping normally, I mean, even if you smell produce, you can see if it has a good fresh aroma. Although I don't do that when I shop for people. Obviously my goal is to just make sure the product looks good for them. The other thing to do when you are shopping for produce is double check the actual, some of the items, now even these bagged items like the lettuce, will have expiration dates on them. There are a lot of pre-made salads that also have expiration dates, and their goal is to push those to the front. Now, if you're grocery shopping for somebody for the week, you're going to want to make sure that you try and get a salad that's going to last them a couple of days rather than one that is about to expire within the day or the next day. I can't tell you the number of times that I've had people shop for me and then I ended up with a set of strawberries that I don't even know how they made it out of the store without getting bad. Like, they literally I order them in the morning, by dinner time they're already bad. So just watch for that. Super important. The other thing to watch for is bread as well. Oftentimes, I've seen this lately now that we've been doing more shopping, where the bread loaves will get squished. Like, so maybe somebody had it in their cart and then it got squished, or a little kid played with it or something. Always double check and just make sure that the bread you're picking is already not pre-squished. Let's go there. So just a tip on that one, because I've seen it a lot lately, which is odd. Another thing that we ran into during this double order, there were a lot of items. It is very close to Easter, and a lot of the popular items, we were pretty floored actually in this order that we were almost out of just regular large eggs. Obviously people are dying Easter eggs, but there were a lot of items out of stock, and there would be one right next to it. So the trick that I would do is if I had a customer who needed something specific, I would actually go in and take a picture to show them that the location of the item that they wanted was gone, and then I try to share the next couple of best items if available. When doing that, it's so important to get the customer's feedback. Now, sometimes they will already pre-add in something that's a good backup or an approved item for a backup, and then you're good to go. But if not, go in and just make sure that you are ready to communicate with that customer. What I have found is, even though it takes a few extra seconds, many of my customers have increased their tips, are giving me great feedback saying, good with communication. I actually had one person tell me they felt very connected to their order as I was going through, and it felt like they were shopping with me because, they could see the orders as I was, completing them. And then they also, when needed, were communicated with. So don't be afraid to do that. You can see here they were out of specific tomatoes that they wanted. So we had to email and verify if the next available item was what they were looking for. When it comes time to drop off the items, double check what your customer may ask for. Like this customer, for example, asked us to please put it inside the porch. It was raining, so at least it was nice that they had a place where the produce and all the grocery items could go where they wouldn't get wet. Now, when I go ahead and do this, we always try and make it look like a really nice collection. We try to stack it nicely. And then don't forget to take a picture. And what was really nice was that this house was only, I think it was about 3 miles away. So super short drive. And we added, now we're up to 2852. And always don't watch your phone when you're walking back to your car, because as you look, there's like little pieces of dog poop. I almost stepped in that. So thank God somebody was watching out for me, so I didn't. All right, so let's go ahead and deliver the second order. And this one, super close. I think it was about a 5 to 6 minute drive away. Kind of fun. Look, there's a high school. Looks like a high school football field. Super cool. So we're going to go ahead and take this. Now, this was the order that was not in the big black bags. So let's just go ahead, and they were actually in our back seat. We had them divided out because the first one we wanted to make sure that we didn't bring over somebody else's item. Again, it was raining just a little bit, but the customer did say they were home, so just to leave it on the porch. So we were able to get everything in one shot, and we were able to add the other half of this order to our running total. So we are now at $39.10. $1.10, which is great. So far, this has only taken us about an hour and 20 minutes. Not too bad. We always try when we're in between, like if we know there's a distance between them, sometimes I'll try and do like a DoorDash in the middle or an Uber. We did get another Pick and Save order, and this one was for $9.85. Distance-wise, it was nothing. It was literally, I think, one of the apartment buildings behind the store. So, and this order ended up going to a very sweet older lady who I could tell really needed the help with her shopping. She was very, very friendly though, and I'm so happy that we were able to help her out. During the shopping process, she had a lot of questions about how much is this, how much is that. Truly just trying to make sure, I believe, in just that she was doing her budgeting kind of while we were helping out. So, super fast order. Very happy to do this one. And sometimes, you know what? You do things just because your gut tells you to, and this was definitely one of those. And it was very much a feel-good, happy to be there to help her out. So once we were done, we dropped it off, and we were able to kind of start heading back out of our area. We were just about done when a huge Uber Eats surprise sort of came our way. We had an order for over $17 for our tip, and I went ahead and looked at what the order was for Starbucks. I kid you not, this order had to be easily $150. They ordered a ton of drinks, and each one of them had anywhere between 3 to 6 pumps of extra stuff in it. We also had tons of breakfast sandwiches, and it was great because it was on our way home, less than 2 blocks from the Starbucks, and they were so happy when we got there because they said that was the coffee that was going to get them through their morning meeting. So that pushed us up to $66.60. Our total overall time on this one was 2 hours and 15 minutes, so not too bad. It was really fun, it was enjoyable, and I feel like it was some pretty easy shopping this week, so I like that a lot. So if you are interested in watching more videos from us, please go ahead and subscribe, and then I added 2 more videos to watch. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.